What do you think about the pitch? What do you think about the pitch in South Africa? We've heard about pitches in India for the last 5 years that the test matches in India get over in 3 days, 4 days. But here we have a test match that has gotten over in 107 overs. That's seven more than an ODI game. And it took 1.5 days. So what do you think about the pitch? I mean, Rohit Sharma, after the match, he went to the press conference and he said that he doesn't mind such pitches as long as people keep their mouth shut about Indian pitches, which I think is a very fair comment. But I'd like to get your
I
opinion.
I completely agree with Rohit Sharma. I had no problem with that pitch. I have no problem with the pitches in India as well. I just had a problem with that pitch in Ahmedabad 3 years ago when Joe Root got a fiver. Now,
Yeah.
when Joe Root gets a fiver, I feel like there's an issue with the pitch. But apart from that, like all the other test matches that got over in 2 days in India, I thought our spinners bowled really well, and that's the home advantage. Honestly speaking, if
Yep.
we prepare a pitch that bounces in that seam, we would still win. Because
Yep.
look at our fast bowlers. We have a Bumrah, we have Shami, we have Siraj. But we give our spinners some playing time. I had no problem with the pitch. Markram scored a century on that pitch.
Yep.
The
Markram.
bowlers bowled well. For sure, the pitch had something in it, but it wasn't like a pitch that deserved any demerit points, whatever.
If I'm being honest, I was looking at the dismissals of the batsmen. I think
Yeah,
majority of them got out to bad shots. Um, I
exactly.
Apart from Shuman Gill's wicket in the second innings where the ball kept low when Rabada bowled, I think most of the other wickets were just batsmen playing T20 shots. I don't know what their mindset was. I think they were thinking that they're going to get out anyway, so they thought they might as well play their shots. But there were a lot of shots that they played which were just not at par with what Test match cricket is all about, which is why I feel like the game got over early. But do you feel like such pitches are bad for the image of Test match cricket? That Test match cricket is getting over. It's a 5 day game, but it's getting over in less than 2 days. Do you think that's a bad thing for Test match cricket?
I think that's a bad thing for Test match cricket, but bro, like, I have no problem with this pitch. How many pitches do we see where batsmen go on and score 400 runs? Is that bad for Test cricket? No, right? I mean,
No.
it's okay. Ideally, we want equal competition between bat and ball, but you're not gonna get that always, right?
Yeah. I
I don't know. I have no problem with that pitch. I had lots of fun seeing 23 wickets fall on the first day and the rest fall in one session. I had lots of fun.
Yeah, I don't think Dean Elgar thought that his last test match he would be batting twice on the same day. Uh, but yeah, man, it was funny to see. It's just that I think everyone's been ingrained into thinking that Test cricket should like a good wicket is one where the pacers get a lot of bounce and the batsmen score runs. But I feel like Ashwin had said, what makes a good wicket? Like who defines it? Like, is it pacers getting wickets? Is it spinners getting wickets? In India, we saw that the spinners were getting wickets. Over here, we saw all the pacers were getting wickets. I mean, Jadeja didn't even do anything in the whole match. He got zero
Exactly.
runs. He didn't take a wicket. He didn't bowl in the second innings. So
Wait, he
it,
bowled in the first innings?
he bowled in the first innings, but in the second innings, Rohit just didn't give him the ball, which is fair enough. But
Yeah.
do you think going forward now, a lot of teams in like pace friendly conditions are going to be wary of bowling a spinner, even though the spinner might be a legend of the game? Like maybe Ashwin doesn't play or Nathan Lyon does not play just because the conditions just suit pacers.
Yeah, for sure. The beauty of a game is that the conditions define so much. I didn't think we should have even played Ashwin in that first test match. I mean, we played him because we had no other option.
That's
Where
true.
are our fast bowlers? We have no other fast bowlers. We would rather play an Ashwin, and he did pretty well as well.
That's
But ideally, if you had another bowler with the same caliber as a Shami or a Bumrah, you would go with him. You'd go with four proper out and out fast bowlers.
yeah.
But yeah, even if it's a Ashwin or even if it's a Jadeja or Lyon, if the conditions don't require a spinner,
Mhm.
I don't see them playing.
That's fair enough. Do you think?
What are your thoughts on 6 wickets for no runs?
Yeah, I mean, it's bizarre, man. I mean, like, I'm telling you, this test match actually reminded me of like gully cricket, street cricket. Like just
Yeah.
the way the dismissals were happening and the batsmen getting out. But 6 for no runs is crazy. I mean, I
What was it?
remember
153 for 4, I think it was. 153 for 4
yeah,
and
and
153 all out.
yeah, I mean, it kind of brought back the horrors of when we got all out for 30 something runs against Australia. But at least over there, we at least scored 30 runs. Here, I mean, there were 7 ducks in the first innings. Only 4 batsmen scored runs, and then we had 24 extras. Like,
Oh shit.